Oh yes, folks, it's the WC man. Quick Summerslam review. Um, I mean, what can I really say? It was a alright show. I mean, can I really say that it was a 5-star show? Maybe 3.5. Um, Nobody told me that the SummerSlam pay per view is going to begin at 7 o'clock. So I missed the first hour of the show. So I'm not going to be reviewing Jericho and Kevin Owens versus Kaz and Enzo. Not going to be reviewing that match. Same thing with Charlotte versus Sasha. I think that Charlotte won her match. She won her belt back, which I could go in on the whole situation with Sasha Banks and the boss persona, and she hasn't done anything that's bossy. I mean that's a subject for another video. I'm not gonna go in here, not here. Maybe later. Um, a couple other matches that I missed. Sheamus versus Cesaro. Didn't see that match. Didn't want to see that match. I caught the booty end of the Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Apollo Crews, and of course they didn't put Apollo Crews over. It is what it is in that sense of it. But the pay per view, like there was parts of the pay per view that fell real flat. I mean, the WWE. This is what I really want to kind of pound home through this video. The WWE wants you to spend an annual amount of $10 a month for their content on the network, which includes the pay-per-views. To a certain extent, if you're a die-hard wrestling fan, it's kind of all that you can kind of handle of professional wrestling. But when you look at this show, and this show, like I said, I watched a solid 3 hours of the show. This show in spots dragged ass. I mean, it's just the way that it's just the way that it is, and they want you to spend $10 a month to watch pay-per-views like this. But given the fact that it was 4 hours of entertainment, I was probably in the 3 hours that I watched, I was probably entertained for maybe a solid hour of it, which is not good. The match of the night, in my opinion, has got to be AJ Styles versus Cena. That was the best match of the night. As much crap as John Cena gets, the man just knows how to put on a show. I mean, he has the suspension of disbelief. Yeah, if you have the volume up, you can actually hear John Cena calling his spots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can hear it. Botchamania pointed that out to us, and you can definitely hear him calling shots. And AJ Styles kind of carried him, Now he carried him in that match, but that was the best match of the night. Everything else was either, I mean, like I said, it dragged ass, man. I mean, the Divas, the six Diva match, and Eva Marie being suspended, and they still ran her intro, and then you had Nikki Bella coming back, which don't you know what? I'm actually glad to see the girl back. A career threatening injury, and the girl comes back, and maybe she should have a different finishing move, one that doesn't, involve her having somebody's, full body weight land on the back of their neck. I mean, just a suggestion, real quick, just a suggestion for the people. I know I'm going out of order a little bit here. Rusev and Roman Reigns. At first, I was like, okay, I like this for Roman because they're putting him in a mid card feud. But they should have did this a year ago. Like how? I mean, why are they going in reverse with Roman Reigns? Like I don't mind Roman Reigns. I'm not one of these Roman Reigns haters. I just don't like the way that they're perceiving him on television. It's just a bad look. Everything that they try to do with this guy just looks bad. Um, and the match between him and Rusev didn't even happen. It was just filler. Basically, that's what it was. Um, you know, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor is like, between Cena and Styles, it's like it's a close second when it comes to match of the night. Um, Finn Balor is just real fluid in the ring. Seth Rollins is a natural. You can just see it doesn't look like he's trying whatsoever. Both of those guys put on a great match. Let me be one of the first people to tell you this. the WWE Universal Championship is ugly as hell. All right, they need to scrap that. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like the other title belt, but it's got the red leather strap, and I mean, it's just uncreative. It's not creative. I was hoping that they would just go in a completely different direction with the way the titles look, but it, clearly they're not. And don't you know what? I don't have a problem with with Finn Balor winning the match because it sets some type of precedence for him. It's a new face. Raw needs the ratings. Raw's ratings have been terrible. I mean, let me be one of the first people to tell you that I'm not watching Raw on Monday night. I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's something I want to kind of put into this video before I get to the main event. Raw is about 3 hours. Then the very next night, SmackDown is 2 hours. So within 2 days, you're dedicating 5 hours of your life to shows that do not do character development. I just told you guys about Sasha Banks. They don't even explain why Sasha Banks is the boss. They tell you that Dean Ambrose is a lunatic. He hasn't done one damn crazy thing. And it's like it's 5 hours of Raw or SmackDown all together within a 2 day period, 48-hour period. And it's like that's just too much wrestling for me. It's too much wrestling for my brain. And then on Wednesday you got NXT. So what is that, like another hour? So 6 hours within 72. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't dedicate 6 hours to women. Why would I dedicate 6 hours to professional wrestling? These people ain't paying me. All right, I don't even dedicate 6 hours to work most days. So, I mean, you guys gotta look. I mean, hopefully this video kind of connects with people. All right, before I get to the main event, let me get to the main event. Orton versus Lesnar. I mean, what did you really think it was going to be? I mean, like at the end of the day, we seen this coming. We knew what it was. They weren't going to put Orton over Lesnar. They couldn't put Orton over Lesnar. And this is a way for the WWE to suspend Brock Lesnar, aka take him off TV. Suspend him for touching Shane McMahon, and in reality, they're suspending him because of the wellness policy, which is something that they needed to do as soon as the UFC had came out and said that he had failed 2 drug tests. That's why SummerSlam ended the way that it did. So on Monday Night Raw, don't be surprised if Stephanie McMahon or Mick Foley come out and they say that he's suspended for or indefinitely or some garbage. I would expect for that to happen tomorrow. If I gave that away for you, too bad. It's the WC. At the end of the night, what can I really grade this pay-per-view as, man? I mean, I can't give it above an 8. I know I left out the New Day segment with Big E returning. It was forgettable. John Stewart needs to stay as far away from professional wrestling as possible. It was just bad. It was boring. I didn't enjoy it at all. I took a bathroom break during that match. That was the bathroom break match, along with the part of the Divas match, because those women they still don't know how to wrestle. But overall, can I give this pay-per-view above an 8? I can't. So, because of the good wrestling during this pay-per-view, I can give this pay-per-view about maybe a 7.5, 7.2, right between there. But it wasn't a legendary pay-per-view. A couple years from now, we're not going to be talking about SummerSlam 2016. We're just not going to be talking about it. So let me know how you guys feel about SummerSlam 2016. Do you agree with my opinions about the show? What did you like about the show? Did you even watch the show? I mean, I didn't watch the first hour, but I caught the rest of it. So let me know how you guys feel about it. It's the WC. I'm out.